Alright, today the version 4.4 Beta V1 has finally been officially released. In this video, we're going to break down the full kit of Himeko Nova, or SP Himeko. And as usual, the source we'll be using comes from a credible source, namely Nanoka. But before we get into the main discussion, running out of Stellar Jade and Honkai starrail? Don't worry, there's a more budget-friendly solution. Now you can top up in-game safely, quickly, and at a lower price through U7 Buy. And it's not just Honkai starrail, other games are available too, all in one place. Still not sure? No problem. You can check U7 Buy's reviews directly on Trustpilot, so it's transparent and trustworthy. For comparison, 80 oniric shards cost around $100 in the official store, but on U7 Buy, it's much cheaper. The process is also instant. Just select your server, enter your UID, and the balance is delivered straight to your account, no hassle. Don't forget to use code BOOM for a 5% discount. Click the link in my description or pinned comment to visit U7 Buy. Alright, Himeko Nova is a 5-star fire character who follows the Erudition path. Let's start with her base stats. Himeko Nova has a base HP of 1125, base attack of 757, base def of 485, base speed of 98, and a max energy of 140. Next, for her trace bonus stats, Himeko Nova gains an additional 28% attack, 12% crit rate, and 8% fire damage boost. Now let's move on to her signature light cone. The effect increases the wearer's attack by 40%. If there are two Trailblaze companion characters in the team, the wearer ignores 20% of the target's def when dealing damage. When the wearer uses an assist skill, they gain the safe escort state for 2 turns, stacking up to 3 times. Each stack of safe escort increases assist skill damage by 20%. When safe escort reaches 3 stacks, each stack additionally increases ultimate damage by 60%. Now let's get into Himeko Nova's actual kit. Starting with her basic attack. Her basic attack deals fire damage equal to 100% of her attack to a single enemy target. Next, her skill. After using her skill, Himeko Nova gains Navigator's Semaphore for 3 turns. At the start of each of Himeko Nova's turns, the duration decreases by 1. While Navigator's Semaphore is active, she immediately restores all assist skill uses. All allies deal 30% increased damage. At the start of every turn, she recovers 1 assist skill use. Moving on to her ultimate. When using her ultimate, Himeko Nova immediately pilots Starblazer. While inside Starblazer, she can launch Hyperluminal Particle Beam 6 times. Each use deals fire damage equal to 30% of Himeko Nova's attack to all enemies and generates 1 point of source energy. She can store up to 3 source energy. Alternatively, she can consume source energy to launch Orbital Annihilation Pulse. This attack consumes 1 source energy and deals fire damage equal to 20% of Himeko Nova's attack to all enemies. For every additional source energy consumed, Orbital Annihilation Pulse deals an extra instance of fire damage equal to 40% of Himeko Nova's attack to a random enemy. When all Hyperluminal Particle Beam uses are depleted, Starblazer automatically launches Orbital Annihilation Pulse, followed by a final hit. The final hit deals 3 separate instances of damage, each dealing fire damage equal to 100% of Himeko Nova's attack to a random enemy. Additionally, if Hyperluminal Particle Beam or Orbital Annihilation Pulse defeats all enemies on the field, or if enemy HP can no longer be reduced, the final hit is triggered immediately. Now let's talk about her talent. When Himeko Nova enters the battlefield, she immediately deploys the territory known as Starblazer Visioscape. At the same time, Starblazer appears on the field and grants assist skills to all allies. Using an assist skill is considered equivalent to using a skill. Whenever an ally actively uses an assist skill, 1 assist skill charge is consumed. She gains 20% all-type respen. she gains 50% crit damage. Her attacks can ignore weakness types when reducing toughness. Breaking toughness always triggers fire weakness break. Now let's move on to her technique. When Himeko Nova is in the team, the maximum technique point limit increases by 3. After using her technique, she enters the cruise state for 30 seconds. Activating the technique consumes 2 technique points and immediately attacks all enemies within a certain range. After entering combat, she automatically uses her skill once at the start of every wave. If the target is a normal enemy, the enemy is defeated immediately without entering combat. No technique points are consumed if no enemies are hit. So yes, this is essentially the same type of overworld technique we've seen from Phanon and Acheron. Now let's move on to her major traces. First trace, when Himeko Nova is able to use assist skills during her own turn, using assist skills does not consume assist skill charges. Second trace, when a Trailblaze companion character other than Himeko Nova actively uses an assist skill, that character immediately gains an extra turn during which they may use their ultimate. Extra turns granted by this effect cannot repeatedly trigger the same trace. Third trace, using ultimate immediately grants 3 source energy. When using Orbital Annihilation Pulse, if Himeko Nova currently has at least 3 source energy, the random target damage multiplier is increased by 40%. Now let's move on to her Eidolons. Eidolon 1 increases the number of additional assist skill triggers by 1. While in Companion Protocol Verdict, the number of ultimate uses required to trigger assist skills is reduced by 1. While in Companion Protocol Decimation, the charge requirement is reduced by 3. When Himeko Nova launches an assist skill, the extra damage trigger count increases by 1. Eidolon 2, maximum assist skill charges increase to 2. Assist skill damage increases by 24%. At the start of Navigator's semaphore turns, immediately restores 2 assist skill charges. The second trace effect is also expanded, allowing non-Trailblaze companion characters to gain extra turns when using assist skills. Eidolon 4, the all-type respen effect from her talent now applies to all allies. Additionally, Himeko Nova gains an extra 10% all-type respen herself. Eidolon 6, Himeko Nova gains 20% fire respen. Maximum source energy increases from 3 to 6. Whenever an ally uses or triggers an assist skill, Himeko Nova gains 1 source energy. Hyperluminal Particle Beam also grants an additional source energy. When using Orbital Annihilation Pulse while holding at least 6 source energy, she deals an additional instance of fire damage equal to 120% of her attack to all enemies. Now, looking at the entirety of her kit, Himeko Nova is basically designed as a hybrid between a primary damage dealer and a team-wide amplifier centered around the assist skill mechanic. She doesn't simply deal damage through her own Starblazer ultimate. Instead, she actively encourages the entire team to participate through assist skills while simultaneously boosting overall team output through 30% team-wide damage increase, all-type residential PEN massive crit damage buffs, extra turn interactions, and ultimate acceleration for Astral Express teammates. In other words, Himeko Nova becomes stronger the more actively the entire team plays around her mechanics. Rather than being a traditional selfish hypercarry, she feels much more like a DPS who transforms the entire team into part of her damage engine. So what do you think about Himeko Nova's kit? Are you excited by what you've seen so far? Or are you disappointed because her mechanics seem too niche and heavily dependent on specific teammates? Feel free to share your opinions, analyses, and thoughts in the comments section below. Discussions from all of you always make these breakdowns even more interesting and informative. And don't forget to share this video with your fellow Honkai Star Rail players. Your support through likes and subscriptions means a lot to the growth of this channel and helps us continue creating quality content in the future. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next discussion.